Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tottenham 3, Atletico Madrid 2. We win the match, but we're out of the Champions League, 7-5 on aggregate. Spurs showed fight, passion and honestly some of the best football we played under Igor Tudor, but the hole we dug ourselves in the first leg was just too deep. Today I'm breaking down everything, the goals, the performance, Tudor's impact, what went wrong and what this means for Tottenham moving forward. To understand tonight, you've got to go back to that first leg, that absolute disaster in Madrid. We conceded 3 goals inside 50 minutes thanks to individual errors, including 2 from backup keeper Anton Kinski, who was making just his 3rd appearance of the season. Igor Tudor had lost his first 4 matches in charge, the worst start any Spurs manager has ever had, and the club was on a historic 6-game losing streak. Our own supporters' trust even demanded emergency action after that 5-2 humiliation. So coming into that second leg down 5-2 with pressure everywhere from performances to relegation fears to doubt around Tudor, this was a massive test. And to Spurs' credit, we came out firing. Finally, the energy was there from the first whistle. Pressing, aggression, creativity, exactly what we didn't see in the first leg. And then the breakthrough, Kolo Muani scores in the 30th minute, heading in after a brilliant spell of pressure. That gave the stadium life. NBC Sports even pointed out that this was the first time in weeks Spurs actually looked like a team that understood what they were meant to do under Tudor. A steely resilience after weeks of confusion. At 1-0, belief genuinely returned. You could feel it. But of course, because it's Spurs, the momentum didn't last long. Just 2 minutes into the second half, Julian Alvarez made it 1-1, a complete gut punch. This is exactly the difference in Champions League knockout football. You switch off for one moment and the opponent punishes you instantly. One thing I will say, our heads didn't drop. That wasn't the Spurs we saw in February, the mentality broken version. This team kept fighting. Just 5 minutes after conceding, Xavi Simons curled in a beauty to restore the lead and bring belief roaring back. Sky Sports said the atmosphere was crackling after that. Fans genuinely believed something historic might happen. But once again, Spurs were undone by a single moment in the 75th minute. David Hanko made it 2-2 with a near post header from a set piece. Another avoidable goal, another deflating moment. From that point, we needed 3 goals in 15 minutes. The tie was basically done. Still though, Spurs kept pushing, and in stoppage time, Xavi Simons got his second, winning and converting a penalty to make it 3-2 on the night. A brilliant way to finish individually. It was also Igor Tudor's first win as Tottenham head coach, finally breaking an 8-game winless run. That's not nothing, but at that point, it was too late. Atletico were through. Just time for some quick player ratings. Xavi Simons, 2 goals, constant threat, carried the attack. He was everywhere today, man of the match. Sky Sports highlighted how he provided belief every time Spurs looked dead in the tie. Kolo Muani scored the opener, worked tirelessly, led the press. His header changed the entire tone of the match. Musso for Atletico, made 8 saves tonight, which shows how dangerous Spurs actually were in the second leg. But yeah, he made some good saves, so fair play to him. But the defence, it's still the biggest problem. Switching off at key moments, poor set-piece marking, and the ghosts of that first leg still haunting us. Spurs conceded 7 goals across the tie. You can't win knockout ties like that. I have to give Tudor some credit tonight. NBC Sports said Spurs finally looked like they understood what they were trying to do, a sign that something is starting to click. But let's be clear, Spurs' Champions League exit is almost entirely down to the first leg. The goalkeeper decision, the tactical chaos, the lack of organisation. Tonight was encouraging, but it doesn't erase the mess that put us in this situation. So where do we go from here? Sky Sports said Spurs can take confidence from this second leg performance, and I agree. It was brave, energetic, committed, everything we wanted, but NBC Sports reminded us of the reality. Spurs are still 1 point above the relegation zone with 8 Premier League games left. The Champions League exit isn't even the biggest crisis right now. Still, if we can bottle tonight's energy, we can save the season. We actually look like a team again. Let me know in the comments, were you proud of Spurs tonight, or does the first leg make it impossible to celebrate? For me, it's pride and frustration. We showed fight, but we paid the price for that collapse in Madrid. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe for more Spurs content, and I'll see you next time. Come on, you Spurs.